and burn.
Hey everyone. So today I want to discuss I believe this is a 2009 documentary, and it is called Who Killed Nancy? And the reason that I wanted to talk about this was because I just watched this, and a few weeks prior I had seen Sad Vacation, which told the story of the last days of Sid and Nancy. And the reason that I wanted to talk about both of these was because of sort of the duality of it all. Because this documentary is set up way more like a murder mystery whodunit, where the general consensus is that Sid did not do it, and yet the general consensus of Sad Vacation, which is from 2016, is that Sid did do it. And I will say, out of the two documentaries, um, I liked Sad Vacation because of the overall portrait that it portrayed of the last few days of their lives. And yet, I like Who Killed Nancy because it is set up more like a murder mystery, because this asks a lot more questions that Sad Vacation never asked. There were a number of people involved potentially in Nancy's murder. It's not like a big conspiratorial thing. It's just there were, I believe, 6 people in the room the night that she died. And pretty much everybody that the police did talk to from that night confirmed that Vicious had taken a whack of Tuinals, and he was unconscious for up to, I believe, 7 hours. And according to everybody that the police were able to contact, they said that there's no way he could have done it. He was all banged up on the pills. So there were four of these 6 people, I believe, were known to the police, and yet here it is 40 years later, and the police have never discussed any of the night's events with any of those people. There's nothing any part of the police report, sorry, suggesting that the police did track down the 4 people who had criminal records, I'm guessing, and having a discussion with them as to like what were they doing there, what were they up to, did they see anything. They've never done that. And then this documentary also does a really good job of sort of pointing the finger at this guy named Michael, who is who may have actually killed her, and yet nobody knows who he is. One of the people in the documentary drew a picture of him because that's the only sort of bit of evidence that anybody has that proves that this Michael guy existed. But apparently, to a handful of people that were pretty close to Sid and Nancy, they all feel, as far as, at least as far as this documentary is concerned, they all feel that this Michael guy was the one that killed Nancy. But yeah, so out of the two documentaries, I think this Who Killed Nancy is my favorite because I like how it does take things to more of a conspiratorial angle. I like how it sort of throws out a number of questions regarding the sloppy police work, how there are a number of people involved that were never questioned by the police, and how this Michael guy may or may not have been the actual murderer, and how for some reason this Michael guy is a complete phantom that nobody has any pictures of. There's only one person at the very end of this documentary here. And yes, I keep looking over this way because I have it on TV. So no one would know that. That's why I'm pointing it out. But yeah, this Michael guy, he apparently was the one that killed her, but there's absolutely no record of him anywhere other than this drawing that you'll see at the end of the documentary if you choose to track this down. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if the police ever really cared in the first place. 2 junkies, one kills the other, and then a few days later he overdoses. The second junkie overdoses, and it's kind of like an open and shut case for them. But with all these questions that Who Killed Nancy does raise, it really makes me wonder if there was a hell of a lot more going on under the surface than the police ever really bothered to find out. So, but hey, here it is. It's like 40 some odd years later, so that's said and done with. It doesn't really matter anymore. Did Sid kill Nancy? Who knows? He was a wild dude. He made some pretty bold threats to other people after she was dead. He did start dating that Michelle Robson chick pretty quickly. I thought that was a little strange. Fuck, man. It was like Nancy died, and then 10 minutes later, he's dating that Michelle chick. I did find that a little weird. But yeah, look, I'm going to go. So thank you so much for hanging out with me while I discussed the 2009 documentary, Who Killed Nancy. If you liked this review or whatever this was, don't forget to do something nice for someone. I'm going to go. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.